Hey YouTube, this is Chris from Team Innovate, and I just want to show you guys my current wind-up build. This build is a lot more burstier than my other one, and one of the things that lots of people get on me about is my not use of rabbit, and it's still this way right now. But yeah, I'll get right into it, and I'll explain to you guys why I do certain things and whatnot. First off is two effect veilers. Of course, nobody really needs to explain that. Let me actually try to get my arms steadier so it doesn't wobble. There we go. Two effect veilers, and you guys know why that's there. I've got two max C's. Now this deck doesn't really benefit too much from draw, so that's just kind of there. But and the same thing, and max C is a deterrent, so that works the way it works. B is like Emperor's Blade, so that works. Sangin, Sangin searches. Trip Rat, and I'll get to that in a moment. Two dogs, three soldiers, three magicians. That's the monster lineup. One pot, three factories, two instant fusions, one Book of Moon, one Dark Hole, two MST, one Heavy Storm, one Monster Reborn. Then the main boss card of the deck, three Spiral Springs, two Bottomless, and Solemn, two Compulse, and one Trapstun. So yeah, now I shall go into it. The spell lineup's pretty like solid, just like staple. Pot of Everest, because this deck does cycle a lot. I'll show you why later. You guys know about the factories, but I don't really search out the things people think you might search out. Two instant fusions because they go boss mode in this deck. And yeah, the main card of the deck is this little baby right here, Spiral Spring. Now this card says that you contribute one wind-up monster you control with 1,500 attack or more, and special summon one wind-up monster from your hand. Then you can special summon one wind-up monster from your deck with the same attack as the special summon monster by the effect. Lots of people don't like Trip Warrior, but I'll tell you this right now. If I've got Warrior in hand, which has 1,500 attack or less, or 1,800 attack, my bad, late, and I have either a wind-up magician in hand or a wind-up rat in hand, which both have, I believe, 600 attack? Yeah, then I can go off. Like, just like here, or just like, I can show you something right here. If I have wind-up soldier, and I activate the effect card of Spiral Spring, tributing wind-up soldier, it doesn't matter whether I have rat or wind-up magician in hand. If I have one of them in hand, I'll special summon that and then special summon the other from my deck. Activate wind-up rat's effect, turn to defense mode, special summon warrior back. Using the effect of magician, I can special summon something like a dog to the field. The dog and the wind-up rat can turn into one of the main boss cards of the deck, Wind-up Zen Mighty, which straight up says, yeah, 2 level 3 monsters, and once per turn you can attach an exceed material for monster from this card. Special summon one wind-up monster from your hand or deck. When the face-up wind-up monster you control is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can attach an exceed material from this card to target that card and return it to your graveyard. So, one of the boss combos of this deck is Spiral Spring on Warrior or Dog that's been leveled. Drop Wind Magician or Rat. Special summon the other one from your deck. Rat into defense mode, special summon Warrior from the deck, Warrior or Dog from the graveyard. Exceed, then use Magician to fetch whatever level 5 or 3 you need. Exceed into Wind-up Zen Mighty, detach a special summon rat from your deck. Turn that into defense mode, special summon make another Wind-up Zen Mighty, detach for that. Special summon another thing that can turn to a level 5, exceed to a rank 5. And if you can go for it, push for that last rank 4. My best plays sometimes involve instant fusion, sometimes don't, but will end up with 2 Wind-up Zen Mighties, a rank 4 and a rank 5. And most of the time, that's exactly game or a couple points over. So yeah, you guys can fool around with that with how you will. Instant Fusion works really well. I guess I should move on to the extra deck at some point. But yeah, so just to break it down, Effect Veiler is there for the negation, Max Seed there for the deterrent. B is my primary search with Wind-Up Factory. I search B, I set B, B gets hit, I search monster. Sangin, because of search. Rat is essential in this deck. Turns into defense mode, special summons any wind-up from your graveyard in defense mode. So, yeah, I mean, you guys also may think that this is silly because it doesn't have the Hunter combo, but personally, I think that a -3 to the hand isn't enough to base a deck around, and I would rather use my rats to go into an explosive combo that can end with game than just pluck 3 cards out of the hand and just have nothing to really say for it. Also, I don't like Rabbit. Not in this deck. I don't think Rabbit's a bad card, but in this deck, Rabbit, this deck is more bursty, and I don't need to force the factory with rabbits. Factories are kind of like sideshow for my deck. Now, a couple cards I'm still sketchy on: Trapstun, Double Compulse. I do like the double bottomless because it poops on rabbit. Like rabbit goes the double dinosaurs, and you're like, here, and you go bottomless, and they cry. One thing I do like about this hand, or this deck, is that all I need to go off on the field is two MST, is a Spiral face down, wind up Dog, and with its effect activated, or wind up Warrior just on the field, and a Rat or a Magician in hand. Seeing as that I play 3 Warrior, 3 Magician, 3 Rat, and 3 Spiral, and 2 Dog, it happens quite often. And because of this, it's just like, it's a consistent combo. Now, what I'm currently working on this deck, and maybe you guys can help me with it, is hand control. The wind-up factories might cause hand control, but if you pay attention to the combo I just listed, I don't want to search Rats, I don't want to search Magicians. The only time I want to search a Rat or Magician is if I already don't have one in my hand, and I've got Spiral and one of those 5 monsters ready to go off for the combo. So I need to work on more hand control. Instant Fusion does work. It provides that last like Exceed material when you really need it. Sangan is iffy, but Sangan searches Max C and Effect Veiler. The only bad part is if people play through the Max C, you might draw into pieces that you might want to keep in hand. Luckily, Zen Mighty can special summon from the hand or deck. It's just better, you guys already know, and Yu-Gi-Oh! It's better to get that deck setting out of the way. What else should I say? I mean, I've said all pretty much I just want to say. But I want you guys to tell me what you think about this, and let me show you the extra deck. I got 3 wind up Zen Mighties. I've got one, I'm trying out one, the number 20 Giga Brilliant. I've got Revised Dragon, Hope, sorry how the way this is. Should I just go over here? Brilliant, Revised Dragon, Hope, one Zenmeister, just in case you like want to force the Magician. Now, when Duelist Pack Yuma comes out, you'll get the Volcanosaurus. This thing's a monster. Detach 1 Exceed material once per turn to target a fallen 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and inflict damage to the opponent equal to that monster's original attack. Then you just can attack directly with this card. So you can just pop a monster, do damage, and then swing over some monster for other damage, and then swing with everything else. So I got 2 Volcanosaurus, 1 Tyrus, 1 Aegis, and then my Future Fusion targets. Dragonus the Wicked Knight, Carbonyala Warrior, and go to the Dark Knight. So, the Dragon, I don't know. But point being, that's pretty much what this deck does. It has no synchros, it's a full Exceed deck, and you pretty much hit these Exceeds. You always hit the Zen Mighties, you might hit the Leviair, you usually hit the Utopia, you always usually hit the Volcanosaurus. And yeah, so this deck has definite plays. Rat in itself can just do so much work. Just Rat is like the graveyard tour guide. Tour guide things from the deck. Rat is a 1-card 3-star Exceed. That's how it works. Actually, if you have multiple Rats in the in the deck, or a Rat in hand, Rat can turn into 3 Exceeds on board, which is just kind of mad stupid. And yeah, so that is my deck. I just hope you guys like it. Want to know what you guys think of it, and leave your comments and stuff in, I guess, the box. Remember to subscribe, and yeah, I love feedback. Team Innovate, signing out.